AITA for refusing to change my last name to please my ex's fiancé. I am a 34-year-old female. My ex-husband, Booker, 35-year-old male, has been dating Ava, 26, for 3 years. After being married for 12 years, we got divorced 5 years ago when we realized that we were not compatible and that our decision to marry was influenced by our parents. We believed that at the time of our marriage, we were not mature enough to make such a decision, even though we had reached the legal age of marriage, according to Indiana's law. It was a mutual decision to separate, and we chose to prioritize our 2 children, so we started living in the same building, but in different apartments for co-parenting responsibilities. Though it is uncommon in the USA, it was our choice for the welfare of our children. Everything was going smoothly until Booker's girlfriend moved in with him a year ago. Previously, we used to celebrate our kids' birthdays, special days at school, and holidays together. And we went out to dinner many times with our children. However, things have changed since she moved in with him. He would not even sit near me on our kids' special days after her arrival. I have always been good and nice to this woman. However, my children have repeatedly expressed in front of me that they don't like her, but they never talked to her with disrespect. When I talked to my ex, he told me that she wasn't a fan of me, and she has said she feels intimidated while sitting with or talking to me. When I asked how I am intimidating to her, my ex-husband told me that she was saying that I have a resting bitch face that makes her uncomfortable. It was strange to hear all this from a girl I have always been respectful to, and above all, it was insulting and humiliating. My ex and she got engaged over this Christmas. After hearing about this, our children, the daughter especially, were thrilled. They feel that their father can't make such an important decision without even informing them in advance. My children were very hurt. Yesterday, my ex called me and asked me to change my last name back to my maiden name. When I asked why, he told me that his fiancée, Ava, says she feels distant from him when I use his last name, and she wanted to use the same name after their marriage. I reminded him that we agreed at the time of our divorce that I could keep his last name until I wanted or felt the need to change it, and the same was listed in our paperwork. I told him that I don't want to have a last name different from that of my children. Also, I told him that as I don't have an intention to remarry, if this were the case, I would have changed my last name. He said I was being unreasonable and requested me to do this to make his fiancée happy. I said I am not responsible for her happiness. I want only my children and me to have the same last name. So, AITA for refusing to change my last name to please my ex's fiancé?